Hey guys, so this is a close-up of the card we're going to be making today. I really love how it turned out. This one features the Citrus Blooms stamp set. We're also going to be using the blends and going for this fun spotlight technique on the card. Here's another slight different version of it, but same idea for both. So besides the stamp set today, we're also going to be using as our card base the new Basic Beige. We're going to be using a piece of the new Boho Blue, which is just a gorgeous shade. I don't think my lighting is doing it justice. You're going to need 2 pieces of Whisper White, one that is going to be your front, and then another that is just going to be a scrap that we're going to stamp on. I just had this pre-cut. So we've got those. For ink, we're going to be using the Night of Navy and the Memento Black. Also going to be needing some dimensionals and your basic glue. And then for blends, which I'll go over again when we get to the coloring part, but for this one, I used the Boho Blue to match the blue. I used the light Pretty in Pink, the new Peach Pie, and then also just the light Summer Splash. So some of these are our new in colors. But of course, if you don't have these shades, you can do the same look with other Stampin' Up blends as well. So let's go ahead and dive right in, move that up there, here we go, to this awesome card. You guys can tell I've been a bit on an orange kick. So this was one of the projects from one of my recent card classes. So we're gonna go ahead and start with stamping that background. So this nice giant stamp with our Memento. And for this, you could get away with stays on too, but I'm just kind of used to doing that one. So we're gonna stamp that, and you wanna kind of put it a little towards the top, not the very top, but kind of towards the top a little bit. Stamp right there is good. Okay. And then we're gonna stamp it a second time on our scrap piece of paper. And this one doesn't really matter as much where it is. Okay. Boom, there we go. Oh, I forgot to say what size this is. This is my default sizes. This is 5 by 3 3/4. So I forgot to write that on there. And I can't write it with the blend because it will show up through the paper. Oh, there's a pen. It's like you think you have everything ready to go. It doesn't always work that way. All right, so the white is at, what did I just say? It is at, oh no. Yeah, 5 by 3 3/4. And then this blue is at 5.5 by 4. Okay, so put that off to the side so you guys can read my chicken scratch as needed. It's in frame. Okay, great. All right. Forgot my Post-it notes. Okay, so we've got our 2 pieces. Now you can color first or punch first. Doesn't really matter. I'm using the Stampin' Up 2-inch punch, but you can really use any circle or shape punch that you have. They all work. Now, whatever you're punching is the part that is going to be the spotlight. So it really kind of is personal preference where you want to punch it. I'm going to kind of go, I personally like to get at least 1 flower in. So I'm going to go right about here, I think, for this one. Okay. So this other piece we're not really going to be using, but I will show you a card at the end using this piece that I thought turned out really cool. Excuse me. Okay. So, and we've got our 2 pieces. Now we're going to go ahead and color this one in. So let's start with our oranges. So yet again for the oranges, I did the light and dark peach pie. Just go over this one more time. The green is the light Summer Splash, just kind of gone over a couple times for the veining. The flower is the light pretty pink. And then I already said those are the boho blue. I'm probably gonna speed up this portion, but really my technique when it comes to blend coloring is I just always start with the lightest shade and then hit the edges with the dark shade and kind of blend together. So I will speed up my coloring portion so the video doesn't go super long, but that's really all I'm doing. All right, and there you have it, our full finalized project. I'm realizing as I colored this, I'm not sure if this is the same shade of green. Yeah, see, it looks a little different. So I will play with the greens I have sitting and I will write in the caption the actual green color, unless this dries in a second and looks closer to that, which I don't think it will. So that might be garden green. Oh, I'll play with it and figure out. But anyway, in the meantime, let's keep making this card. All right, so we've got our piece colored. Let's go ahead and do our other stamping. Now this is with that Night of Navy and this cool little decorative piece, which does really match the coordinated cardstock really well. So I've got some other videos with that coordinating cardstock, and of course several other demonstrators do as well, which is absolutely gorgeous. Go. So just kind of stamping in the corners, stamping the love, boom. All right. All right. And yet again, if you didn't get those measurements, so then we're just going to glue our white to the blue, and then that piece to our basic beige. Those all together here. Get my glue out of my stamp box. This just leaves a nice little blue corner all the way around. And we're gonna add our little spotlight effect. So at least I'm pretty sure that's what this is called. Okay, all right. So now this is the only slightly tricky part. You're gonna take your dimensionals and have those at the ready. So wherever you punched it, you're gonna take it and line it up so it's on top and the image lines up. So I recommend just kind of slow little movements till you get it where you want it. So like here, I would need to line up the top and then hold it and make sure that the bottom, see, like this leaf is not lined up. So I'm gonna turn it just a little bit more. Okay, and hold it again. Give it a quick check. Oh, those petals are being difficult here. There we go. Okay, so once you have it lined up how you like it, as close as you can, you're gonna hold it, you're gonna take a dimensional, okay, and you're gonna lift up one corner, not moving it, but we're just gonna, oh, I moved it. I did the thing I'm not supposed to. Okay, and reline it up. Okay, there we go. Okay, holding it firmly, and stick a dimensional on one of the corners, peel it back, stick it down. And do the same thing with the other corner. We're gonna hold it from this side now, lift it up, peel it back. And if you're like me, double check that you didn't wiggle it when you picked it up. Yep, there we go. And then you just give it a little press. So if you do just one side at a time, it should be pretty even. And that is really all there is to this card. So you can do this spotlight effect with really any of our awesome Stampin' Up! Stamps. I did it with this one. This actually card came before this one. This is with the Spotlight in Nature stamp set. So that inspired that. And then also, if after you stamp and punch out your shape, you have this like scrappy piece left, you can actually kind of do a reverse spotlight look with this piece. And here's an example of that. So I stamped and put this cutout piece on top. So instead of putting the colored piece on top of the black and white, I guess it is still the colored and black and white, but you just kind of have the peekaboo black and white holes. So I colored this piece and then just cut it out and then just stuck it on top. So I think that one turned out kind of cool too. And that's with some of our new wood grain. So hopefully you guys liked this project. All the products, Stampin' Up! Products that were featured in today's video will be in the video description below. So do check that out. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.